Well, as you can see, I'm on the Cotton Valley Rail Trail today. Right off of 16, very busy. It's gonna be busy later. This is a 12-mile rail trail between Sanbornville or Wakefield and Wolfboro. So 12 miles of rail trail one way. See, they have all the information here and maps. Check that out. You can ride those little rail cars. The really cool thing about this rail trail, though, as beautiful and flat as it is, there's still remnants of the abandoned railroad down this way where I've been walking. So I won't go really far on this today. There's also, if you go back through this way, that goes right back into Sanbornville, Wakefield. So, I mean, you can stick on the rail trail if you want. You can hit these tracks. There's a marker right there. And you know what I've talked about many times, I prefer the tracks. These are really buried. Some of these railroad ties. I bet I could find some more date nails around here if I really try. But that shows you how rotted away it is. So yeah, pretty cool. And it does actually cross a couple lakes too. So just look it up, the Cotton Valley Rail Trail, and you'll see the scenery. You can go right into Wolfboro because it goes through to the train station in Wolfboro. It's actually a beautiful old train station. Big train station. But I'll show you where it kind of splits off here. Beautiful. It's like this the whole way, the whole 12 miles. What I'm going to do is hop over back onto the tracks. Check out the elevation here. Ooh, somebody's been dumping back here. Look at an old car. Might check that out actually. I've seen signage here. Well, look at that. How'd that end up there? I don't know. I'll figure this one out. Hey, we'll take a look at that old car later on. I don't know. That's been down there for many years because there's some pretty good-sized trees at the top of that hill. It would have had to have been shoved down. So that's been down there a while. So, again, beautiful, flat, solid rail trail. And this is more my style, although I do like the rail trails. Just look for things here. Maybe I haven't seen any date nails yet. And like I said, I'm not going to walk too far today on this. I do like that we have the option here to do either or. Now, someone was asking me about whether it's legal to walk on these. Most of these tracks around here, the ones I've been on, are on the map. You'll see they're labeled as snowmobile trails. Normally, the only time anything's posted is off the trail on either side of you. So even have on some of the rail trails, it'll say stay on the trail or stay home. Well, I'm staying on the tracks or staying home. But anyway, this is just what I like to do. So if you look on the satellite, it'll be labeled, most of it will be labeled as a snowmobile trail. Maybe not this one specifically, it might be, I'm not sure, because they don't allow motorized vehicles on the rail trail. At some point, it'll be labeled as private trail. I don't know if that still stands today. That's just what it says on the map. But I've never seen any signs on any of these except for, out here. You can see here, I don't know if you can tell from the phone, pretty deep valley. And it doesn't take long till you're sort of up on level ground again. I don't know if this eventually splits off from the rail trail. I don't think it does, because this would have also, I believe, led to that train station in Wolfboro. Here's a nail. I just can't read the number. If I had to guess, it's probably 41. Not positive about that. I'm starting to see those. Again, really scratched up. So I can see now they're going to be on this side. This would be where you'd find one pretty easily because the wood's all broken up. The only problem is it's going to be, probably falling into the ground. There you go. Would have been right about out here somewhere. Not sure. We'll have to dig. We'll find one eventually, I'm sure. A loose one. There's another one there. Again, looks like 40 something, maybe 41. I can definitely make out the 4. Hopefully we can find some. Anyway, you can still see beautifully packed rail trail here and the tracks. Looking for a date now. My man's to find a salamander. Hello, fella. All right, we'll let you, we'll leave you alone. Put that back on there. Let him be. Here's another date nail. Kind of bent over. That's funny. Where I've been on the other end, farther up around Polly's Crossing, you could clearly make out the numbers, even just standing up looking down. These, so far, kind of all scratched away. I'm sure we'll find some. And hopefully some more decent things along the way. Another thing about this rail trail, or these tracks, well, yeah, the rail trail. If you're starting from Sanbornville, or I call it Wakefield, it's Sanbornville technically, I guess. That actually, you can start from what they call Turntable Park. And I've done a video about that before, where there's an old train turntable there that you can look at. So that's a cool starting point. And along the trail from there, there's a lot of stuff kind of scattered around the woods. Parts for trains and things like that. Yeah, I had to build a bridge here. Nice beams. It's very solid, very cool. So they do a really good job here, and they do a good job maintaining it. But this looks like it would have been a whistle post. Yep, there's still, the W's still left. Still left there. It broke off just above it. And some bolts. Interesting. Here's one I can see pretty clearly. Looks like 49 to me. Cool. These are just below the ground. Again, a little bit of a washout from the edge, so you just got to be careful, obviously, if you're stepping. Try to stay where you see the ties appear to be more solid. Look at that series of bridges they built here. And again, if you want to get sick of this, just walk down here if you want. Either way, you got quite an adventure. Two kind of very different worlds. I don't know, about 12 feet from each other. Yeah, so far so good. The tracks are still intact here. Running parallel to the rail trail. I don't know if at some point they did take them up, but I haven't gone that far yet. I can still see the opening to the highway, and I can still hear traffic. Go a little farther to where I can't hear the traffic. I can still make it out. But yeah, so a little elevation here. for the trail. More typical what you'd see of the railroad through here, through these hills. I just saw a jogger go by, so he went up over here. I see him down there, and it looks like he's on the tracks, but he's not. I've already seen more people here these first, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes on this track than I've seen the past 2 months walking all the rail trails, Rochester, Farmington, and these tracks up through Ossipee. Pretty crazy, but beautiful weather lately. And of course, again, you see the rail trail side elevating quite a bit. Not me. Still down here. Hear a bike behind me. And you watch. So from further back, it looks like you're on the track, but you're not. You're just running right next to each other. Very cool. So this opens up a bit up here. I'll go see what that's all about. I know this does actually, this rail trail crosses a couple lakes, which is very, very cool. So the scenery constantly changes here. All right, so we're back to where the two are touching now. I don't know, which would you choose? Why not walk on the rail trail for a little bit? It's too smooth. It's too new. I gotta be on the dirty old tracks, man. It's just me. But it is nice that you can switch here and there if you really want to. Take your pick. So the most common nails I've been seeing are 41, 47, 49. We just ran into a 33. Very cool. Of course, the oldest one I found so far is 29. But over and over again, I'm seeing 41, 47, 49. Pretty much equally. Here, the actual trail merges, and then you just have rail trail right here. So that answered my question. How far the actual tracks go. I don't know if they pick up again up here. I doubt it. But you still have the rails. You actually still have, you can see the railroad ties here. So it's there. It's just kind of buried. But I'm interested to see if it will kind of split off again to where I just have the tracks. Let's look at this. This will point to other trails in the area down through here. So look right here, we have Gas Trail, Diner, Moose Mountain, and Corridor 22, 26. Right there, Cotton Valley. So yeah, looks like maybe a couple 100 yards. And then it splits off again. So yeah, and was asking myself questions when I first started. Did they keep the tracks? Did it eventually split off? Did it eventually just become the rail trail? And it is just a rail trail, like I said, maybe a couple 100 yards. And now we're back to my dirty old tracks, which I prefer. These ones are really rough. Woodpecker up there. Oh yeah, it's working. All right, we'll go a little farther here. I have to admit, as much as I like walking these tracks, it is nice for old folks such as myself to be able to step off onto the smoother trail every so often. And you're still right next to the tracks. clearing over there, it looks like. Not a bad deal. Looks like we're coming up on a bridge or something up here. And a whistle post. We'll walk to the whistle post. Is that one? It looks like it's wood. I don't know about that. Let's check that out. Again, more date nails. It's 49. So far, 1933 is the oldest one, but again, 41, 47, 49. Those are the ones that keep coming up. But this one definitely looks different than the others. Oh, it is concrete. It just got a little flair to it, a little style there. There's smooth. Little chunk taken out of there. So yeah, we got a junction ahead. So here, the rail trail splits off again, but you got a little like bonus trail right here, little footpath. I'm just amazed. I mean, it's pretty cool how they set this up. Looks really, really neat. So you see, rail trail dips down again. I do hear water. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trail. If you're in the rail trails, I mean, like I said, 12 miles. That's, I don't know how much you could do in a day. I couldn't do 12 miles. Even on a bike, I might be able to do. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. Haven't found any more date nails, any loose ones. It seems like all the rotted pieces, they're missing. Maybe someone took them, or there's happens to be. I just happen to be missing them. So let me get on the rail trail here. I think there's a bike behind me. Let me go over here. See what this is all about. There's a beautiful little culvert here. Wow. I can get down here. It's not steep. Right here immediately is not posted. Maybe I could, yeah, nice view. Well, we got a little bit of a situation here. This platform. Yeah, it's definitely moving. You see a couple pieces of rail just sitting out in the woods here. I wonder what that's all about. Well, they have a purpose, apparently. It's just sitting on a beam. Got a little post right there. Thicker beams here. These would be decent, but those have to walk around. This is the kind of situation. Boy, I would like to be able to find a date nail in here. But who knows how long this has been open. Maybe somebody grabbed one already, or maybe they're just sunk into the ground. Or this tie just didn't have one. Who knows? I haven't seen anything around. Yeah, I haven't seen any loose ones today. Oh, wait, maybe I spoke too soon. It's 1949. Oh, look at this. It is. I can just pull it right out. It's not sticking into any wood. Look at that. 1949 date nail. Wow. All right. It's kind of dark over here. There it is. All right, here's the first major junction. I don't think I've even been 2 miles. I don't think I've been that far yet. I haven't been keeping track. I probably should, but I just walk to where I walk and that's it. Well, I'm interested to see is if this just strictly becomes the rail trail. If the tracks remain, at least they're still on the road. Love to see that. Clark Road. All right. Little parking area. That's good. They set this stuff up really nice. Gotta say, it's pretty impressive. We got a bridge here. We can go take a look at that. Oh, look at this. Someone took the time. Pike's Crossing Station, a whistle stop. Eastern Railroad Incorporated, 1836, opened the Boston to Portsmouth line, charging 50 cents. Go from Boston to Portsmouth. Wow. Well, look at that. I'll take a picture of that. All right, so if you go back across the street, you can go to that Pike Mill Dam. I'll check that out. That'll be, that'll be a video for another day. My focus was just this rail trail and these tracks. There's a post right there. I'm guessing that dam is probably pretty impressive. There's a bridge. Pike Brook. Nice stone walls down there. The dam would be out there, that way somewhere. I'd have to go back out, I think across the road. But again, I'll make that another video. So this looks like it will split off again, where you'll just have tracks and a rail trail. And again, if you've never been down here, this is just, it even smells good down here. It's gorgeous. And yes, I keep answering my own questions here. So it does split off again. So it keeps the railway and separates the rail trail, which is, I'm so glad they did that. That is really cool. I was like, oh, maybe at some point they just tore it all up, but yeah, pleasantly surprised by this. So I wasn't planning on walking too far today. Already been far enough. But what I can do is next week maybe pick it up from that Clark Road. And, come down here a little ways. Because like I said, this does cross a couple lakes eventually. And I would like to see that. I'd like you to see that. So I'm going to sign off today from the Cotton Valley Rail Trail. Take your pick, what you'd want to follow, trail or tracks. I think you all know what I prefer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll link you the Cotton Valley Rail Trail information. And hopefully, if you don't live in the area, if you live close, whatever, you can make it down here, maybe before winter. Take care, everybody.